Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow seekers of strength, today we gather to explore a question that carries power, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to growth. Why do strong women wake up at 3 a.m.? Strength is cultivated in silence. The quiet hours of 3 a.m. provide a space for reflection, focus, and personal growth away from distraction. In a world constantly buzzing with noise, whether it's the hum of notifications, the clatter of work demands, or the general chaos of everyday life, it can be difficult to find a moment of true peace. Yet, it is in this silence, in the solitude that the early hours of the morning offer, that we are often able to connect with our deepest selves. At 3 a.m., the world around us is still. The world is at rest, offering a brief window of calm in which our minds are free from the usual pressures of daily life. For strong women, these early hours are not merely an opportunity to sleep or relax. They represent an essential time to reflect, gather one's thoughts, and focus on the deeper aspects of life that require attention. The noise of the world, both external and internal, has a way of clouding our clarity and distracting us from the things that matter most. But when we awake in the stillness of the early morning, we can experience an unparalleled sense of peace that allows us to think clearly, to plan intentionally, and to work towards our dreams without interruption. There is a unique power in silence. It is a space where distractions fade and we are left alone with our thoughts. This solitude offers us the opportunity to reflect on our purpose, to consider the path we are walking, and to evaluate how we are progressing towards our goals. In the silence, we hear our own inner voice more clearly. We can check in with ourselves and listen deeply to what we need, what we want, and what we hope for in the future. We can assess where we stand emotionally, physically, and mentally without the noise of the outside world telling us what we should be doing or feeling. Strong women recognize this importance. They understand that true strength is not merely about pushing through life's challenges with grit and determination. It is also about knowing when to pause and listen. By cultivating time for themselves in the quiet of the early morning, they create a space to tune out the noise and tune into what truly matters. This time becomes a sanctuary for personal growth. It's a time to engage in practices that nourish the soul, whether it's meditation, journaling, or simple deep thinking. These moments of stillness allow them to process emotions, reflect on past experiences, and learn from them. They gain insight that helps them make better decisions and move forward with confidence. In silence, we also learn to quiet the mind. It is easy to become overwhelmed by the constant bombardment of thoughts, worries, and anxieties that accompany our daily lives. But in the silence of 3 a.m., we are given the opportunity to train the mind to be still, to release the endless stream of thoughts, and to focus on the present moment. This practice of mindfulness strengthens mental resilience. By engaging in the simple act of breathing deeply and grounding ourselves in the present, we become more capable of facing the stresses and pressures of the world. The quiet morning hours also serve as a reminder of the importance of self-discipline. Waking up at 3 a.m. is not an act of chance or mere habit. It is a conscious decision, one that requires effort and commitment. It's about choosing to carve out time for oneself, even when the world is still asleep. This discipline is what sets strong women apart. It is their ability to rise early, to set their intentions, and to work on their dreams and goals, even when the comfort of sleep calls out to them. The strength required to make this decision repeatedly is not just physical. It is a mental and emotional exercise in perseverance. Every morning that they choose to wake up at 3 a.m., they affirm their commitment to personal growth, to creating a better future, and to living intentionally. Beyond the physical benefits of waking up early, such as having extra time to exercise, plan, or pursue personal projects, there is a deeper emotional benefit as well. The silence of the early hours provides space to process feelings and to check in with one's emotional state. Strong women understand that emotional intelligence is just as important as physical strength. They know that to be truly strong, they must take care of their inner world, addressing their emotions and mental health as diligently as they would their physical health. In the stillness of 3 a.m., they have the opportunity to reflect on their emotional well-being, release any negativity, and center themselves in gratitude. This practice fosters emotional resilience and equips them to handle life's challenges with grace and poise. The quiet hours of the morning are also a time for creativity and vision. Without the usual interruptions of the day, there is space for free thought, imagination. It is in these moments of solitude that many great ideas are born. The mind is allowed to wander, to think expansively, and to envision new possibilities. For strong women, these early hours are not just about productivity in the traditional sense. They are about creating, imagining, and building the future. The silence invites creativity to flow freely, unimpeded by the usual pressures of deadlines or expectations. It allows the mind to dream, to set lofty goals, and to formulate plans for achieving them. In a world that often encourages constant action and busyness, it can be difficult to find moments of true silence. But strong women understand that without these moments of stillness, they cannot maintain their mental, emotional, and physical strength. The silence at 3 a.m. is their refuge, a space where they can recharge, reflect, and grow. It is in these quiet moments that they cultivate the inner strength necessary to face the demands of the day ahead. Furthermore, the decision to embrace silence and wake up early is not about perfection or comparison. It is about creating a space to nurture one's own growth and well-being. In a world that often values hustle over health, noise over quiet, it takes courage to seek out and prioritize stillness. It takes strength to reject the pressure to constantly do more and instead focus on the things that truly matter. Strong women recognize that it is in the silence of 3 a.m. that they can reconnect with themselves and align their actions with their deepest values and aspirations. In conclusion, the quiet hours of 3 a.m. are not simply a time to rest or sleep. They are a powerful opportunity to engage in reflection, growth, and self-care. It is in these early moments, away from the noise and distractions of the world, that strong women find the space to cultivate their strength, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. By rising early, they are not just preparing for the day ahead, they are investing in their own personal development, laying the foundation for future success and strengthening their resilience for whatever challenges may arise. The silence of 3 a.m. is a sacred time, a time for growth, introspection, and empowerment. Success requires relentless commitment. Strong women rise early to work towards their goals, knowing that every effort contributes to their ultimate achievement. The pursuit of success is never an easy path, and it's rarely a quick journey. It is a process of building step by step, hour by hour, and day by day. For many strong women, success isn't something that happens overnight or through mere luck. It is something they earn through relentless dedication, hard work, and an unwavering commitment to their dreams. Waking up early is a physical manifestation of that commitment. It's a choice to prioritize their goals, even when the comfort of sleep beckons. This decision isn't just about getting up early. It's about creating a mindset of discipline that will carry them through the day. The early morning hours, often quiet and undisturbed, present an opportunity to work without distractions, to focus on the tasks that will propel them toward their objectives. In these moments, they take advantage of the stillness to focus on personal growth, skill development, or the pursuit of knowledge. This commitment extends beyond the simple act of waking up early. It reflects a larger mindset that permeates every aspect of life. Strong women are committed to their success in all its forms, professional, personal, and emotional. They know that their goals require consistent effort, which often means pushing through difficult times, persevering in the face of obstacles, and staying focused even when the results are not immediately visible. Success is not a product of fleeting moments of motivation. It is the outcome of daily habits, unwavering focus, and the relentless pursuit of improvement. To achieve success, one must be willing to make sacrifices. This is something that strong women understand deeply. They recognize that time is one of the most valuable commodities they have, and to make room for their dreams, they must be willing to give up certain comforts or pleasures. This might mean giving up extra hours of sleep, time with friends, or even leisure activities in favor of activities that align with their goals. It's not about making these sacrifices in a way that feels burdensome. It's about prioritizing what matters most. For strong women, the desire to achieve their goals outweighs the immediate gratification of idle time. Their relentless commitment means that they are willing to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term success. Moreover, commitment to success requires a mindset of resilience. It is easy to be motivated when things are going well. The challenge arises when setbacks occur, when failure rears its head, or when progress feels slow. In these moments, it takes unwavering commitment to stay the course. Strong women understand that failure is not a permanent state, but a stepping stone in the journey towards success. Rather than seeing failure as something to fear or avoid, they see it as a lesson, an opportunity to grow, and a reminder to keep pushing forward. Their commitment to success is not shaken by a single setback, but rather strengthened by it. They know that the road to success is rarely linear, and that the moments of struggle are often the moments that build the character necessary to achieve greatness. This commitment is also reflected in how strong women view their time. They are often meticulous about how they spend it, understanding that success requires intentional action. Every task, every decision, and every moment of effort contributes to the larger picture. They are not content to waste time on things that do not serve their goals. This doesn't mean they never take breaks or enjoy moments of relaxation, but rather that their leisure time is also intentional. Even in rest, they recognize the value of recharging so they can continue to give their best to their work. Their time is spent deliberately, with purpose, and with an eye on the bigger picture. Strong women also understand that success is not achieved in isolation. It requires a support system, collaboration, and sometimes the willingness to ask for help. The commitment to success is not about doing everything alone. It is about recognizing when to lean on others, share resources, and offer support in return. This mindset allows them to build strong networks, find mentors, and create communities that help them grow. Their commitment to success is not just a personal journey, but a collective one that involves others along the way. They understand that success is not only about individual achievements, but also about lifting others up and helping them reach their potential as well. Another important aspect of relentless commitment is the ability to stay focused on long-term goals, even when immediate gratification is out of reach. Many people become discouraged when they don't see results right away, and it can be tempting to abandon efforts when progress seems slow. Strong women, however, understand the value of patience and perseverance. They know that the road to success is often slow, and the results come gradually. It's easy to want to give up when results aren't immediate, but their commitment keeps them moving forward even on days when it feels like they're not making progress. They trust that the work they put in now will pay off in the future, and they remain focused on the long-term vision, regardless of the obstacles or frustrations they face along the way. This unwavering commitment also requires the ability to stay adaptable. Success isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. It requires flexibility, the ability to adjust strategies, and the openness to change direction when necessary. Strong women don't allow themselves to become so rigid in their plans that they become blind to new opportunities or better ways of achieving their goals. They are committed not only to their success, but to the continuous learning and growth that comes with it. If something isn't working, they reassess, pivot, and keep going. Their commitment is not about stubbornness or an unwillingness to change. It's about being dedicated to the process of reaching their goals, no matter the path they must take. Finally, the commitment to success requires a mindset that values the journey as much as the destination. Strong women recognize that the process of working towards a goal is just as important as the achievement itself. It's in the pursuit that they learn, grow, and evolve. The struggles, the setbacks, and the small victories all contribute to their overall growth. Success, in their eyes, isn't just a moment to be celebrated once it's achieved. It's the culmination of countless hours of effort, self-discipline, and resilience. They understand that true success is not simply about the end result. It is about the person they become in the process. The commitment to success, therefore, is a commitment to personal evolution, to embracing the challenges and the triumphs that come along the way. In this journey, strong women embody the belief that success is not something that happens to them, but something they actively create. It requires effort, consistency, and above all, a relentless commitment to the vision they hold for their lives. They rise early, put in the work, sacrifice when necessary, and adapt when needed, all with a single-minded goal of achieving success, not just for themselves, but for those they love and inspire. Through their commitment, they teach us that success is not a destination, it is a way of living, a way of constantly striving to be better, to reach higher, and to build the life we envision, one deliberate step at a time. In conclusion, the journey of a strong woman is defined by her resilience, discipline, and commitment to personal growth. The decision to rise at 3 a.m. is not simply a matter of routine. It is a deliberate act of prioritizing one's dreams, a conscious choice to invest in the quiet, foundational work that will lead to greater success. The world may still be asleep, but in those precious early hours, strong women wake up to engage in the most essential work, the work of introspection, preparation, and discipline. These moments of silence are not a luxury. They are a necessity for cultivating the strength needed to face the challenges of the day ahead. Strength, as we have discussed, is not always visible. It doesn't always come with a loud declaration or a dramatic display. Rather, it is found in the quieter moments, the moments when we choose to show up for ourselves, when we push past the comfort of sleep and step into the stillness of the morning to work on what truly matters. It is in those moments of solitude that we find clarity, gain perspective, and refuel our passion for the goals we are striving to achieve. The silent commitment to rise early, to begin the day with intention, is where true strength is nurtured and developed. And it is in the silence that a strong woman is able to find her focus, sharpen her resolve, and continue to move forward with confidence. Success is rarely a matter of luck. It is the result of relentless effort. As we've seen, strong women are not deterred by the inevitable setbacks or the slow progress that sometimes comes with chasing big dreams. They are committed to their journey, even when the rewards seem distant or hard to grasp. The commitment to success is not a fleeting emotion. It is a deep-seated belief that with effort, perseverance, and a constant focus on the long-term vision, anything is possible. It is a belief that no matter how difficult the path may seem, it is worth the sacrifice and the struggle. The strong woman knows that success is not an accident, but a carefully crafted result of consistent work, intentional actions, and an unshakable dedication to personal and professional growth. Commitment is what keeps them going when others might falter. It's the kind of commitment that doesn't waver when external factors become difficult or discouraging. It's the kind of commitment that isn't swayed by temporary discomfort or fatigue. The strong woman knows that it is not about doing something once or twice, but about maintaining that level of effort day in and day out. It's about building habits, routines, and systems that enable continuous improvement. They wake up early not because they have to, but because they know that every early morning spent working toward their dreams is another step toward their ultimate goals. The act of waking up early at 3 a.m. is symbolic of the larger commitment strong women have to their lives. It is an act of choosing to invest in oneself, to focus on the things that matter most, and to give the best of oneself in every aspect of life. By waking up before the world demands their attention, they carve out time to do the internal and external work needed to achieve their aspiration. It's a decision to prioritize what truly matters and to nurture the mental, emotional, and physical stamina required to face whatever the day may hold. The path to success is never linear. It's full of detours, obstacles, and moments of uncertainty. There will be times when the road ahead seems unclear or when the progress feels too slow. But strong women know that even when it seems like they're not getting anywhere, every small action, every bit of effort is cumulative. The commitment they make day in and day out is what eventually leads them to where they want to be. They understand that success is not just about the destination, but about the transformation that occurs along the way, the lessons learned, the skills developed, and the character built in the face of adversity.